by pulling up their website. And I have it over here. Okay, let's just grab a new window. How to make Twitch Emote. I think this is the same article I saw before. Okay, blah 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 about emotes, blah blah blah. Okay. Stream elements guide for everything you need to know. We all know what emotes are at this point. So I believe this will give us, it tells you all about how you can get them, how many you can have. This is what we're here for, how to make Twitch emotes. It's basically just a small image. They have to support transparency. Which usually means they're either a GIF or a PNG. They have to be in a PNG or PNG format, and they require 3 sizes for them to work. Each file can be no larger than 25 kilobits. That says kilobits. If it were a capital B, it'd be bytes, but I'm not sure what they mean. Emotes cannot be hateful, violent, sexual. Full list of perimeters. Keep it clean, you'll be safe. Alright, so really the first step is you need to figure out what you want to make your emotes. It really could be any icon. I mean, any of these game icons, those are examples of some good emotes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the largest pic size. Going to make a new, we could name it, but I'm not going to bother with that. Just go to pixels. We need to make this a 112 by 112. 1212. I'm retarded here. Transparent background. You really don't need to mess with anything else beyond that. So let's just go ahead and start with that. Here is my 112 by 112. Now the best way to keep really good transparency is when you draw on it, you don't want to use a brush or a airbrush. That's another kind of brush, I guess. Use the pencil mode in Photoshop or in Paint. There should be a way to just use a pencil or a pixel brush. The opacity you always want to be 100% so that the transparencies don't do weird things. And obviously change your size. The smallest you can go is a 1 pixel. Now on a 112 by 112 you're going to get pretty close. However, when you shrink this down, you might get some funny mixed areas. If that happens, you could start with a 28 by 28 file and go with that and blow it up and see how it does. It kind of depends on your image you're using. Now, let's just get a black. I'll just pick a random, I don't know, some kind of a random subject. Not sure what I want to do here. Maybe a dragon. Okay, let's start with a dragon. So just going to draw kind of a rough shape of a head here, and we're just going to start with black. Maybe I want this to be a baby dragon. Yeah, I think we'll do a baby dragon. And need some wings on it. What's going on here? Are you for real? Oh, good grief. Photoshop just crashed. Wow. I can't tell you how annoying that is. Alright, here's another tip. Save often. Oh my heck. Okay. Start over. Let's start by saving it. Okay, we know that we want this to be a PNG file. I'm going to name it Twitch Emote 1. Actually, to be more specific, it's Twitch Warped Gamer Emote 1. You can say 0, 1 if you plan on getting more than 10. I don't think I ever will. Okay, now it's saved. Let's get these settings back real quick. That was really awesome that it did that to me. Alright, let's go even faster. Okay. Yeah, I know that one's not proportionate. I don't care. For now. You can care about that stuff later. But I'm trying to speed through this one. Save it. I'll just save a PSD for now. Oh wait, I don't want to overwrite that. I don't know what that was. Okay, save to PSD. And the tail, let's have the tail go this way instead. And give it a few more of these little spikies. All right, so we've got that. I believe everything is closed in. So what we can do here, well, let's go ahead and give him some legs. Okay. We call that one good enough. Save it. Let's make this. Now I like to use the dark theme on Twitch. I don't know if everyone does that or if it's just me. I'm gonna roll with the black background. I'm gonna give it a lighter gray skin. So let's just switch over to the paint bucket and color that in real fast. Switch over to your pixel brush to get any little places that are left over. I'm going to switch back to the black for the feet. I've decided. Actually, you know, what it really should be is just a darker gray. So let's just go a bit darker and we'll hit those feet. Nah, I didn't want to get all of it. Just the feet. Okay. Now, what you can do at this point, you can shade it in, you can go the very simple approach, just picking out a shadow, maybe two shadows, and then a highlight, maybe two highlights. Then you can go through what I took a shadow here. Take your shadow, and just hit some of these areas that'll be in the shadow. That will help give your icon some depth. And a little bit of detail. Oh, don't forget to save it. Save it often. Okay, now if you want to see what this looks like when it's on a different background, what you can do is add a new layer. Make sure that layer's on the bottom. Give yourself a black background. And that's what it would look like. Well, let me zoom out, actually. That's what it looks like. And that's about the size you would see in Twitch. So you can see when it's that small, it doesn't look so hot. When it's big, it looks great. And you can see there's room. You could change some things. You could add more tail to this. It definitely needs some highlights, but I'm not going to go too far into it right now. Okay, so remember all these black lines will disappear. If you want to keep those black lines, what you can do is just make all those black lines be a different color. If you're using Photoshop, what I'd suggest doing is make your drawing on one layer and then do all your coloring in on a different layer. That way, and I'll just make a copy of this to show you. Duplicate the layer. Okay, so in this one, if we just select, that's not going to work very good. Let's change the tolerance, 0 tolerance. That didn't really work very good either, did it? Another thing you can do is use the Select Color Range tool. What you can do is select your black. We should have just the black here now. Then if you inverse your selection by going to Select and Inverse, which I already did, then you can delete everything else. You should be left with black. It looks like it didn't get everything. If you do it right the first time, you won't have this problem. But then what you can do is you can add a layer style to it, and we will just give it a color overlay. Yeah, sure, red. Red's fine. Let's just leave it like that. If you want that red on top, it'll look like that. And then that's what it'll look like on a black background. Or a white background for that matter. Okay, so what you'll do now when you've got your final image is you will save as PNG. And I've got that there. PNGs will keep the transparencies. So we'll save this. Actually, what you should do, let me redo that. Save as PNG. We're going to say that this is the 112 size. That way you know it's a large one. Okay. And then we are going to simply change the image size. I used a hotkey. I shouldn't do that. Go to Image, Image Size, change the width to the medium size, which is a 56 by 56. Make sure you constrain your proportions. Alright, and then we will save as PNG. I'm going to name this one 56. Okay. And then again one more time, go to the image size, and the smallest image is 28 pixels. And that's kind of what it'll look like. Save as again, PNG. Need to call this our 28 pixel. Done. Okay, so now that we've got our three images, let's see, where did they go? They're on my desktop somewhere. Got them right here. Let's just pull these out and make a new folder. Call them Twitch Emotes. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and show the large items. And these are this is my one emote that I drew in, how long was that, 30 seconds, a minute, I don't know. So now that that's done, and the site, I'll put a link in the description for this, but it tells you can open Photoshop. It tells you exactly what I just told you. They said save for web, but I didn't do that. They said to use a PNG 24. In fact, I can show you what that looks like. So if you say save for web, PNG 24 and transparency, and you can save it. It's basically, you're gonna get exactly what I just did. Twitch Emotes. This one's the 24, or sorry, 28. Yeah. Let's go to the history and do the next one. Save for web, PNG. This is the 56. And this is my first time through doing this as well. It's not my first time in Photoshop, just first time creating an emote specifically for Twitch. Okay. Now those have been saved to their specifications with the PNG 24, but any PNG format really should work. And so, how to add emotes to your Twitch channel. Open your preferred web browser and go to the Twitch website. Click on your avatar in the top right corner and select Creator Dashboard. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, so here I am on my dashboard. I don't even think it'll let me do this because I'm not an affiliate or anything. Click on Preferences. I don't have it. Click on Affiliate or Partner and then Emotes. And then you should see a list of how many emotes your channel has, if any, how many available slots you have for new Twitch emotes, and then there will be an Upload Emotes. You can click on, I'll just share this with you here. See a list, how many slots, click on each of the 3 empty boxes with the plus symbol, upload your 3 different sizes. So you'll upload a different image for each different size. And then you can add your own unique code for them, and that's it. So that's how you do it. What you can alternatively do instead of drawing one is you can just grab an image you already have, load it in, make sure it's the right size, and just erase any parts you want transparent. And then do the same thing. Save it as a ping, shrink it down, save it as a ping, shrink it down, save it as a ping, and there you go. It's really that easy. So that's how you do emotes. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I did. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that point that I can even use emotes, but that'd be cool if I did. Anyways, have a good evening. I'm going to jump into some Arc. I've got a couple of home servers I've got set up for me and the kids, and I'm just going to get a head start on them because they play all the time and I don't. So, thanks for watching.